So our presentation is on mast cells. So here's some background on the innate immune system. Mast cells are a part of the innate immune system and not the adaptive immune system. The innate immune system uses toll-like receptors to detect PAMPs so that they can do an immediate generalized response, such as inflammation or the release of cytokines and histamines.
So, how do mast cells form? Mast cells are born in the bone marrow of bones, and they originally start out as a multipotent hematopoietic stem cell or a progenitor cell that can become different types of cells. Over time, they differentiate into mast cells in the tissues like skin, intestines, and airways.
How are mast cells activated? Mast cells contain Fc receptors that are specific to IgE and IgG. But since Fc receptors have a high affinity for IgE, activation only occurs when the bound IgE is cross-linked by multivalent variants. So basically, mast cells bind to IgE, the bound IgE cross-links to multivariant variants, and then it activates the mast cell.
So, what do mast cells do? Mast cells release little granules or particles that have inflammatory effects on the tissues they're in. The granules contain histamine, and they just basically promote inflammation and open the blood vessels. And then they also contain proteases, which break down proteins, and it protects us from bacteria and parasites. And these things function as early detectors of infections and injury.
When mast cells don't function properly, two things could be happening. The first one is hyperactivity, and the second one is deficiency. I think of hyperactivity as the alarm was on too loud or too long, and the deficiency is that the alarm never went off. So when there's hyperactivity of mast cells, there's too much histamine production, and that can lead to anaphylaxis shock. Also, there's something called mast cell activation syndrome, which comes with a whole bunch of uncomfortable symptoms. Also, we can have excessive neutrophil and eosinophil recruitment that can lead to tissue damage or overstimulation of dendritic cells. When there's deficiency of mast cell function, this can lead to a whole bunch of problems with other innate immune cells such as neutrophils, macrophages, eosinophils, NK cells, and even dendritic cells. So we want these guys to be functioning properly.